Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dan Tomaso, taking a look at what's happening again today. Showers and thunderstorms building across the region. Now, it is mostly for southern tier areas and not even just including the mid-state. Areas south and west of the mid-state are dealing with showers and thunderstorms, some of which could bring some gusty winds. But I think the main headline today is more in the way of pockets of heavy rain. So let me show you what's going on radar currently. We do have some scattered light showers, maybe a thunderstorm out there, but not a whole lot of activity. If you remember this time yesterday afternoon between about 2 and 4 o'clock, that's when the main event happened for us in terms of the line of showers and storms passing through. These are just more what we call ordinary cells, which pop up during the heating of the day. They tend to last maybe a half hour to an hour. They fall apart and then they can reignite over time too. But in general right now, not seeing anything locally that's catching my attention for severe weather. Most of the lightning is relegated to points off to the south and southwest. So while there could be some areas that receive a fair amount of lightning today, maybe some gusty winds, I really think this cluster right through here and then moving off to the east and just south of our region is the area to watch. So again, if there is anywhere that could be favored for some gusty winds, potentially some hail, I think it's mostly south of the state line. We will be dealing with the effects of the northern edge of this cluster, which is mainly heavy rain. Again, some areas did pick up a quick inch of rainfall. That could happen again today, even as high as 2 or 3 inches of rain in parts of Perry County. There were some active severe thunderstorm warnings over parts of West Virginia, but whether it's due to lack of reports or some weakening of the storms, those warnings have not continued. So just keep in mind here through the rest of the day, there will be some pop-up warnings to our south and southwest, but so far nothing locally. Some thicker cloud cover off to the west and southwest. So unlike yesterday where the storms rolled through, we had some clearing and temperatures eventually climbed heading into the evening hours. I think the cloud cover itself coming in from southwestern Pennsylvania, parts of West Virginia, that will kind of shut off any additional warming through the rest of today. So just keep that in mind that we may end up being a few degrees cooler in some spots, but not quite yet. Temperatures still in the upper 80s, so 88 in Harrisburg, 86 in York and Lancaster. Bottom line is more clouds starting to roll in the farther south you go. Here's Chambersburg seeing more of a darker sky thanks to those clouds. And again, looking at some other areas, whether it's Gettysburg, let's move to our Hanover camera. Darker skies, but no thunderstorms yet on the horizon for these individual locations. Lancaster still getting a fair amount of sunshine, blue sky there at Penn Medicine Park. So if you have any outdoor plans, really not seeing a whole lot locally in terms of showers and storms that could interrupt things. Current dew points are in the upper 60s, low 70s, still plenty of moisture to work with. Maybe not as much as yesterday, but that's what will lead to these periods of heavy rain. So the rest of this evening, if you're going to be tracking storms, it's mostly south and southwest of Route 30. Can't totally rule out a shower or storm elsewhere too, but that's the area of immediate concern for this evening. And that's what Precision Cast shows too, that through about dinner time, 5, 6 o'clock, it's mostly areas south and southwest. Eventually closer to sunset, there could be some activity lifting farther to the north, but this seems very sporadic, I guess is the best way to put it. Some models show it, some don't, but either way, there at least is a chance of additional rain for some northern tier areas too. Then tonight, lingering clouds into tomorrow, but tomorrow itself, maybe a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. I know I said today provided lower chances for showers and storms, but the front hung up and was slower. So tomorrow, I think, is the day that we're finally mostly in the clear other than a pop-up shower or storm. Let's advance this into Friday. Friday itself, a pop-up shower or storm during the heating of the day, but nothing that concentrated. So here's some of that rainfall potential. As I mentioned, an additional inch in some places, maybe up to 2 inches in the more extreme cases. I really don't see a whole lot happening here locally in terms of severe weather, but again, that heavy rain issue is still there. So the 7-day forecast, not much is different here from yesterday. Temperatures remain in the upper 80s despite fronts and despite showers and thunderstorms moving through. We don't see a big cool down, and a lot of that's due to the pretty much nonstop heat and humidity that we've had locally. So again, we'll have more updates as the day goes along. I do want to show you one more thing. And again, if you are tracking some heavy rain potential, there is a flood watch that is in effect for our far southern tier area. So I'll bring that up here. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch for those keeping track in our southern counties too. But as I mentioned, I really think the heavy rain threat is the one to pay attention to. And it also includes some of the same counties. So here we go. Let me cue that up. Here we go. It is loading. now. So again, the far southern and southeastern areas, whether it's Adams, York, Lancaster counties, also into the Philadelphia area, Lehigh Valley, Delaware Valley. So that's where the flood watch is. Included in the severe thunderstorm watch are these counties plus Fulton and Franklin counties. So Fulton and Franklin counties plus the counties shaded in green, also in a severe thunderstorm watch. But again, no active warnings here in this immediate area. If there's any more updates to pass along, we'll be here at ABC 27. You can follow along for more updates. But for right now, not a whole lot going on locally. As I mentioned, more showers and storms to our southwest that we'll track throughout the evening. Have a great night.